Welcome to Shantalakshmi IAS. In this video, we will be discussing the daily MCQs of today's current affairs. This will help you to boost your prelim score. First question: which of the following statements are not true regarding the Gnanpith Award? As we know that recently Gnanpith Award was given, and the Assamese poet Neelmani and Konkani novelist Damodar, these two persons are the winners of the Gnanpith Award. Okay. Gnanpith Award. It is the highest literary award of India. Okay, this is the highest literary award of India, and along with other Indian languages, English is also considered for this award. It means the literary works in English are also eligible for the Gnanpith Award, and this is open only for the Indian citizens, and it is given annually. Okay, this Gnanpith Award is sponsored by the Bharatiya Gnanpith. It is a cultural organization. Okay, and for the winner of this award, they will be given 11 lakhs of cash and a citation, etc. Okay, if we come to the question, he asked the wrong statements. Only the Indian languages are considered for the award. Okay, this statement is false because English is also considered along with the Indian languages. The 57th edition of the Gnanpith awardee is a Konkani novelist. This statement is true because the Konkani novelist Damodar, he is the 57th Gnanpith awardee. Okay. Only Indians are eligible for this award. This statement is true because this award is open only for the Indians. Okay. And he asked the wrong statements. Only one is wrong. So the answer is A. Okay. Second question. Consider the following statements regarding the World Inequality Report 2022. This is taken from the today's newspaper, World Inequality Report. This report is prepared by the World Inequality Lab that is based in the France. And the key highlights with reference to India from this report is 1% richest people of India is holding the 22% of the national income in the year 2021. It is something very strange. Okay, and the top 10% of the Indian richest population owns 57% of the national income, and the average national income of the Indian adult population is 2,04,200 rupees in the year 2021. It is saying that top 1% of the India's population is owning 1/5 of the total national income, and the final, okay, it's a final report about India is that India is a poor and an unequal country with an affluent elite. India has extreme rich people and also the extreme poor people. Okay, you come to the question. He is asking the wrong statements. Okay, statement 1, it is prepared by World Inequality Lab based in France. This statement is true because it is prepared by World Inequality Lab that is based in France. India's 1% rich people is holding 22% of national income in 2021 as per the report. This statement is also true. Okay, and the wrong statements were asked. Neither one nor two are wrong. So the answer is D. Okay. Third question. Consider the following statements regarding the labor force. This is taken from the today's newspaper, labor force. Labor force is the working population between the age group of 16 to 64 years and those who are currently employed or seeking for employment. Okay, in this working population between the age group of 16 to 64 years, those who are currently employed and who are seeking for employment are called as the labor force. And labor force participation rate, it means the total working population of an economy between this age group 16 to 64 is divided by currently employed or seeking employment population. Okay, it is the labor force participation rate. And during the recession, generally this labor force participation rate decreases because recession means less economic activity. Less economic activity means less employment opportunities. So with these less employment opportunities or fewer jobs, generally the people are discouraged to focus on employment. Okay, and this leads to the lower participation rate. If you come to the question, wrong statements are asked. Okay, it includes those population of the country who are employed only. This statement is false, because here only is a trapping word. Not only those who are employed, but also the population who is seeking for employment. Second statement, the labor force participation rate increases during recession. This statement is completely wrong, because during recession, as the less due to less economic activity, there will be less employment opportunities, and as a result, the labor force participation rate decreases. Okay, so this statement is also wrong. Increase in labor force indicates increase in unemployment. Actually, increase in labor force doesn't mean that the unemployment should also increase. If the labor force increasing, and if there are ample employment opportunities in an economy, then there will be no unemployment. So this statement is wrong, and the wrong statements are asked. All the three are wrong. 1, 2, and 3 are wrong. So the answer is D. Okay. Fourth question, which of the following are the tributaries of Yamuna, river Yamuna? This is taken from the PIB, and recently cabinet has approved the interlinking of the river Ken and Betwa. Okay, it approved the project that interlinks these two rivers, and these two, Betwa river and the Ken river, are the tributaries of Yamuna. Okay, so it is important for us to know about the tributaries of Yamuna. And Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken, all these, Parvati, all these are the tributaries of river Yamuna. Okay, we come to the question, which of the following are the tributaries of Yamuna? Chambal, this is a tributary of Yamuna. Ken, Betwa, these three are also the tributaries of Yamuna. Gomti, you can see that here there is no Gomti, means that Gomti is not the tributary of Yamuna. Okay, so option 4 is wrong, and only 1, 2, 3 are the tributaries of Yamuna. So the answer is B, 1, 2, 3. Fifth question, consider the following statements regarding the Bhasha Sangam mobile initiative. Okay, this is taken from the PIB and Bhasha Sangam. Actually, Bhasha Sangam initiative, the aim of this Bhasha Sangam initiative is that people should acquire basic conversational skills in an Indian language other than their mother tongue. Okay, it means that out of the 22 Indian languages, that people should have basic understanding of any of the few languages, about a few conversation of in that languages. So in that context, a mobile app, Bhasha Sangam mobile app, is developed by the government, and through this app, it is aimed to increase the spirit of Ekta Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. Okay, and if you come to the question, it enables the people to learn different languages of different states of India. This statement is true. Okay, the app aims to foster the spirit of Ekta Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. This statement is also true. And which of the following statements are correct? Correct statements are asked. Both 1 and 2 are correct, and the answer is C. Okay, and that's for today. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.